welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Washington Wizards at Capital One Arena. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Alex Sarr.
Through the last 10 games, we've seen his rebounding numbers start to slide. He's not being as aggressive on the glass, not like he was earlier on in the season. He needs to get that fire back.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1 spot. And for Washington, we've got Trae Young. Chris Middleton is out there with Sarr. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in with a few months to go.
Yeah, B.A. You know, for the players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
Alexander Walker with it. Middleton covering. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
Outside Coulibaly. Washington moving the ball around. Daniels against Middleton. 5 to shoot. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Okongwu. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Risache from downtown. Ooh, nice D from George. Sarr passes to Middleton. Outside Young. Back to Middleton. George outside. Here's Young. No good, off the front rim.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Drives to the hoop. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And Young showing you right there all of the handles in his toolkit.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. Outside Risache. Fires for 3. And he can't get that one. The Wizards have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Middleton. The shot from the low post is good.
And far from just a jump shooter, Middleton stays active and is always ready to shoot.
Stolen by Sarr. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Tries a 9-footer. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost him that time.
Grant, in recent seasons, the big limiter on Chris Middleton's game has been health.
Yeah, B.A., and it's just so frustrating. Here's a high-impact player, an all-star, and he's always having to come back from something. Not what you want for anyone. Hey, man, I don't care who you're a fan of. Love seeing a reverse slam like that one.
That's the kind of dunk that builds reputations. It's stolen by Okongwu. Outside Risache. Pass to Okongwu. And here's Johnson. Clock at 6. Picked up by Okongwu. Takes a 13-footer. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, that is a beautiful mid-range jumper there by Johnson, and not necessarily a strong point in his game, but that doesn't mean you have to ignore it completely defensively.
Now here's Coulibaly. No points yet. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Risache. On the wing, Daniels. Stolen by Coulibaly. And it's Washington on the break. Middleton passes to George. Now here's Coulibaly. Here's Middleton. Risache covering. The fadeaway. And Middleton gets it to go on the assist by Coulibaly. Middleton's gotten his third basket of the night. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Wizards?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Now here's Risache. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. Now Coulibaly. And he gets it to go.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Hawks trail by 5. Johnson a screen on Young to the paint. Can they get it? Wow.
And Johnson giving these fans a show.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? And Young has got the ball here for the Wizards. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Middleton. Over Johnson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Middleton's got 9 points.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Back to Alexander Walker. Stolen by Sarr. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Guarded by Young. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Still no points. And Young, here we go. Middleton outside. George finds Coulibaly. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Hawks. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, came out with a victory.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
They had relentless pressure on the ball handlers and made them feel uncomfortable, and I'm sure they're going to try to replicate that in this one.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. First free throw is good. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, BA, since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Hawks trail by 6. Outside Risache. Fires the 3. And Atlanta misses again.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And so the ball out of bounds. Middleton tucks it last.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Here's Alexander Walker. Johnson for 3. Sure, from 3-point range. Johnson's got 9.
Yeah, boy, is he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
Outside Young. Back to Middleton. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. Young inside. Okongwu on him. Young misses.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Outside Risache. Okongwu, a screen on Sarr. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now here's Sarr. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
The Hawks trailing. Outside, Alexander Walker. It's stolen by Coulibaly. Down low. Middleton, no good.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Oh, George with a steal. Sarr up top, guarded by Okongwu. Washington moving the ball around. Sarr a screen, shoots. Washington again can't hit.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Rizachet. Back to Alexander Walker. This one for 3. Washington with a rebound. Now here's Coulibaly. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Here's Young. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Daniels outside. Outside Rizachet. Over Middleton. Rizachet, no good.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Middleton. Here's George to win the cold spell. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. So for the Hawks, over the last 10 games at the free throw line, this is the list of the best power forwards and centers. Number 1, Marvin Bagley.
A great foul shooter. Here's a big you can't just hack at because he'll make you pay at the line, plus get you in foul trouble.
.110 left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, deflected. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Shot clock at 5. McCollum, the pass to Krejci. And here's Kispert from the arc. The rebound by Riley. Wizards leading by 6. Pass to Carrington. Johnson against Kennard. It's Johnson with a drive. Banked it in off the glass.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Here's McCollum into the lane. And he banks in the layup.
Well, he's more than just a shooter. C.J. McCollum showing you he can also find a way to get inside and get it done.
Johnson with it. The deep three. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. A big-time effort for Chris Middleton, providing a lot of energy for the Wizards. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Luke Kennard out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Corey Kispert. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Krejci in at the 3, the small forward. Riley's shot is off. Hawks trail by 4. To the inside. Kispert, the pass to Kennard. And here's McCollum. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance. McCollum's got 7 points.
Well, that's part of what makes McCollum a great player. He can find a way to score off the ball.
Johnson against Kennard. The 6-footer. The shot by Johnson, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's McCollum. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Well, it looked like the defense was there for the challenge, but C.J. McCollum showing you his ability to fight through that.
Johnson inside, defended by Kennard. Johnson with a bucket. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trae Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Here's Riley, following the score by Atlanta. Back to Carrington. For 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Hey, guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
Sinks the 15-footer. McCollum's got 11 points.
Yeah, C.J. McCollum showing you no weakness in his game offensively. If he finds any opening on the floor, he is going to take advantage of it.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Now here's Johnson. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Here's Bagley. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Free throw good, Bagley. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
And both free throws good for Bagley. And Atlanta with possession here. McCollum outside. Pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson on the wing. The 3. It's rebounded by Washington.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Coulibaly. Now here's Young. Inside, it's Trae Young.
How about Trae Young from close range? And this guy is such an impressive all-around scorer.
Johnson a screen on Young. Inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Bagley. Now Johnson. Ricochet covering. Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. That one no good. Ricochet with some nice D. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Now here's McCollum. Guarded by Young. It's stolen by Johnson. Middleton passes to Johnson. Up and over McCollum. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Middleton. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter. McCollum taking his time here. Pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Ricochet. McCollum outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Washington has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And legs over the next few years, the Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, B.A., this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building. So some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. checked in for Washington. And a change for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. Well, Tim, despite their youth, the Hawks have been able to remain pretty competitive.
Well, when you look at this lineup, you see a lot of length and versatility, and that's where this league is headed. So they are creating a roster for positionless basketball.
And the second free throw is good. And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Rissache. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
You know, that's the toughness and intensity scouts want to see from Rissache. He's got it, but he doesn't always show it yet as a rookie.
Middleton. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. 14 points for Chris Middleton.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Okongwu. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. 6 to shoot. Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Young. Pass to Bagley. Middleton outside. The kick out to Young. Offline with a 3. Hawks trail by 3. And here's Rissache. Middleton covering for 3. McCollum tipped.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
He can't get it to go. For Washington, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Young can't hit.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Back to Okongwu. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Now here's Young. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Pass to Sarr. Washington moving the ball around. Back to Coulibaly. Over Daniels. And another miss by Washington. The Hawks trailing. Here's Johnson. McCollum outside. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Okongwu. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
checked in for Bagley. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta.
It's time to make some noise.
Here's Sarr. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You know, Sarr established himself in the paint and took advantage of what they gave him.
Here's Daniels. And he stays with it. Outside, Alexander Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Young. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Brian, back to you.
Tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Picked up by Okongwu. Drops one in from the wing. Johnson's got 17 points.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward, Legs.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season prematurely. And he's a lefty, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward.
Let's not forget he's Milwaukee tough, too.
Yeah, everything right now is clicking for Johnson, and it is so fun to watch him when he gets in a groove like this.
Johnson against Middleton. Sarr with a screen on Johnson. Middleton, right side. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And a look now at the Washington Wizards' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Pass to Young. Shot clock at 3.
After a sharp first quarter, he's not shooting as well here in the second.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And here's George. Pass to Sarr. Outside Koulibaly. George for 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Johnson, guarded by Young. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Alexander Walker, the three-pointer off the mark. And here's George. He's got 5. Pass to Middleton. Now here's Young. Ball stolen. Here's Alexander Walker. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And so it's Atlanta closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and we're not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Atlanta Hawks.
When you play the right way and you're patient, you usually come out on top.
Yeah, you love a team that will work, sometimes deep into the clock for their shots. Man, that's great.
And moving on here, how about the fantastic matchup at the power forward position in this one?
Sparks are flying at the 4 spot. Strong-willed guys there, Shaq, trying to outdo one another. It's adding some extra fuel to the fire.
Yeah, that added intensity has everyone fired up.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Johnson.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Atlanta leading by 7. Trae Young out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's George. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Sarr in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keefe. And the shot goes down. 21 points now in the game for Jalen Johnson.
Well, he is a very mobile 6'9" wing, and Johnson is showing you he's a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
Three-pointer is up. Middleton. It's rebounded by Risacher. Risacher's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Shoots over Young. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Here's George. Good D by Daniels. And for Atlanta, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Now here's Sarr. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
Every time I watch Sarr, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
Alexander Walker with it, guarded by Young. Pass to Risacher. Okongwu, a screen on Middleton. Johnson passes to Okongwu. Doubled by Middleton. Clock at 2. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got 7 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And that one's good. Middleton.
You know, and with a rare combination of length and shooting, Chris Middleton is a bucket.
Johnson passes to Daniels. The 3 from Risacher. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Coulibaly. Sarr with a screen on Daniels. Outside Young. Daniels against Coulibaly. To the middle. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Outside Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound, Trae Young.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
It's Middleton on the wing. Covered by Johnson. It's stolen by Okongwu. Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Here's Risacher. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. And the 3 off target. Wizards trail by 9. Now Sarr, guarded by Okongwu. And here's Coulibaly. Middleton outside. Inside. It's stolen by Okongwu. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. Here's Johnson. Here's Daniels. Fires in the triple. Daniels has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Coulibaly. Back to Middleton from behind the arc. Alexander Walker grabs the board. The Hawks lead by 12. Johnson a screen on Sarr. Launches it. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
George outside. Back to Young. Takes a three. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Coulibaly's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tipped away. Middleton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot from 20 feet out. Okongwu with the rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
On the wing, Daniels. Here's the teardrop. That one drops for him. Daniels has got 5 points now this quarter.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Young looking over the floor. To stop the run. That shot is off. Nice D from Alexander Walker.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Washington. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Sarr finds Young. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Young's got 6 points.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Tim, you look at his career rate of assists per game. Trae Young, one of the most prolific passers ever to lace him up.
Yeah, B.A., despite the fact that he's known for shot making, it's his vision that sets him apart, and it's the reason you want the ball in his hands.
Carrington, he's checked in for Trae Young. And a change for the Hawks. Porzingis has checked in. Alexander Walker. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Keyshawn George. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And, Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and, unfortunately, only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so Middleton will bring it up for the Wizards. 17-point game. Pass to Sarr. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Risacher. Risacher's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Now here's Risacher. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Puts it up. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got 7.
Yes, slick play call by Daniels. Pick and rolls give him room to operate, and he does not waste it at all.
Daniels against Coulibaly. Back to Sarr. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. 9 points in the game. The Hawks lead by 16. Outside Porzingis. Here's Risacher. 5 points in the game. Okongwu up top. Daniels outside. Pass to Rizachet. The Hawks need to get one up here. The three, Porzingis. It's rebounded by George. Washington's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Now here's Middleton, defended by Porzingis, and the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul of the game, and Washington making a change here. Bagley's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Kispert's checked in. Now here's George. Rizachet covering. Just 5 to shoot. Middleton from the outside. The rebound by the Hawks. Rizachet's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Porzingis sets a screen. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Coulibaly's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to George. It's Middleton on the wing. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Washington again can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Tipped. Down low. Here's Daniels. Drops in the layup for 2. Daniels has got 9 points here in the second half.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Back to Carrington. Back to Middleton. George for 3. Atlanta with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Rizachet. Porzingis with a screen on George. Here's Rizachet. That one goes in. Rizachet's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
And here's Bagley, defended by Porzingis. Bagley against Porzingis. Bagley passes to Middleton. Over Kispert. Middleton, no good.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Pass to Daniels. Right side, Porzingis.
Watch outside.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It'll be on Marvin Bagley.
At 7'3", Porzingis is a problem. Really makes defenses settle for fouling him and hoping he misses.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Standing at 7'3", we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Champagnie, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Johnson comes in for George. And it's Young in for Coulibaly. Atlanta also making some changes. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Rizachet. Kennard comes in for Daniels. And it's McCollum in for Alexander Walker. Now here's Young. He has 6. And Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. They have a 19-point lead. 4-3. Washington with a rebound. 32 seconds left to play in the third. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Right side Johnson. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Johnson's got 8 points.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Here's Porzingis. And that's not going to go. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Hawks on top, leading by 17. And we'll be back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Fourth quarter, on the floor for the Hawks. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Luke Kennard out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Kispert in at the 3 slot. The Hawks lead by 17. Pass to McCollum. Here's Porzingis. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Carrington. And the Wizards shooting around 41%. Outside Young. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And the Hawks shooting around 53%, a nice number. Back to Kispert. Outside Porzingis. Pass to McCollum. Shoots over Young. McCollum's shot is off. The Wizards trail by 17. Out to the right wing. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. And here comes the break. McCollum with it. Checked by Bagley.
That's an awesome defensive effort. A great contest right at the rim.
Here's Young. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
Great job right there assessing the situation and then coming up with that block. This is exactly the kind of defender Johnson is capable of becoming. And that's the shot they were looking for right under the hoop.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. Releases. The Wizards with another miss. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Man, the vision he has at his position is special. What a find right there by Johnson.
Bagley finds Young. Driving in. And the layup is good off the glass. 8 points for Trae Young.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
There's a screen by Johnson. Pass to Porzingis, and stolen by Bagley. To the inside, Carrington, and a nice finish on the layup.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
The basket counts, and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
And this is what they want to see from Porzingis, taking contact and completing the play.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Sarge checked in for Washington. That free throw good from Porzingis. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
The Hawks lead by 21. Kicks it out to Kennard from deep. Unable to get that one. For Washington, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Pass to Champagny. Now here's Sarr. Washington moving the ball around. Sarr a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Young misses.
Well, this has been far from his best game. And if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Pass to Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Champagny.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Carrington no good. Atlanta leading by 19. Now McCollum. Right side Porzingis. Kennard outside. Pass to McCollum. Okongwu, a screen on Young. For 3, McCollum drops in the 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And finished off by Sarr.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's McCollum. Here's Johnson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And slashing in for that offensive rebound. Johnson also getting credit for some hustle points.
Now here's Johnson. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
So for the Wizards, Middleton has checked in for Champagny. George comes in for Johnson, and it's Coulibaly in for Carrington. Atlanta also making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dyson Daniels comes in for Kennard. And it's Alexander Walker in for McCollum. A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, B.A., but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Johnson's got 25 points in the game. Middleton outside. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Turnovers are going to be a stat he wants to skip in the box score tonight. That's his 4th of the game.
Atlanta leading by 21. Daniels outside. Outside Johnson. Drills it from deep. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from three.
Middleton outside. Pass to George. Here's Young. Here he goes. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Okongwu, a screen on Young. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Sarr. Middleton looking around. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Daniels outside. They set the screen. Outside Rizachet. Lets it go from deep. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 5 rebounds in the game.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Johnson a screen on Young. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Pass to Sarr. Soft touch off the glass. Sarr's got 7 points here in the quarter.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
There's a screen. And here's Alexander Walker. Well, Lex, being a GM in the NBA is a tough gig. What's the most important part of the job, in your opinion?
No, BA, evaluating talent is still the main responsibility of the job. That includes drafting, free agency, even selecting a coach. But then it's about building relationships, establishing communication, and culture.
Sounds like a lot of qualifications that you have.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable right here, if that's okay.
Here's Rizachet following the three-pointer by Washington. Now here's Okongwu. 5 on the clock. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Presentation of the player of the game, Jalen Johnson.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. The Wizards have gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. Outside Coulibaly. Middleton outside. Washington moving the ball around. To the left side wing. Young from long range. Rebounded by the Hawks. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Young against McCollum. Porzingis with a screen on Young. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-back legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
Now here's McCollum. 1:56 left in the game. Porzingis passes to McCollum. Clock at 4. Back to Porzingis. Rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got 6 rebounds in the game. Middleton outside. Washington again can't hit. Atlanta's gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Hawks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jalen Johnson.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Young misses.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
McCollum with it. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And we present the player of the game, Jalen Johnson.
Everything a little cheap like a two-tone. I be wondering how I made the fans mosh pit. I be thinking about what type of car I get. Still got the wrong time on the watch.